I wonder, in making a movie, what would be a producer's ultimate nightmare? I would imagine you could list them alphabetically. Let me suggest one. Well, first of all, I suppose you can always replace the director. Not always, but most of the time. You can probably find another location if it's raining and you can't get there. You might even find some other creative solutions to budget problems. But with 90% of the filming completed, okay, you got the film 90% finished. You can't replace your star, can you? Well, that's the situation the producer Howard Christie and Universal Studios found themselves in. Here's what happened. Errol Flynn was swashbuckling his way in this film that we're going to see now across the deck of a pirate ship, and he slipped and fell and broke his ankle. Broke it like that. Okay. Universal executives didn't have any choice. They had to postpone the final 5 days of filming. But they didn't want to leave that pirate ship set up on the back lot for several months without producing any revenue at all. Things expensive. So they made a couple of superficial changes on the ship. They retained the technical crew. They brought in Jeff Chandler and Scott Brady and Susan Ball and a couple of writers, and they wrote something, well, they actually adapted something in actually a week, called Yankee Buccaneer. And they made the film. And while they were making the film, Errol Flynn was recuperating, and he did. They came back and reconfigured the ship and made those last 5 days of filming against all flags. Once again, Hollywood turned a nightmare into a happy ending. Maybe that's why they call it the Dream Factory. Here we go.
Movies touch every part of our lives. They help us forget our problems for just a little while and make us remember the things dear to our hearts. They're part of us, and they make us proud to be human beings. And that's why we need them. And that's why our great films need to be preserved. I'm Debbie Reynolds. Join me every Friday on AMC for Film Preservation Classics. Movies that are part of our heritage and part of our lives.
This week on AMC's Film Preservation Classics, Jimmy Stewart stars with Marlene Dietrich in the wild comedy western Destry Rides Again. Next, only on AMC's Film Preservation Classics.
Coldies, makers of homeopathic all-natural common cold lozenges, is proud to sponsor the national tour of The Wizard of Oz. Follow the yellow brick road and let AMC and Coldies show you the magic of The Wizard of Oz.
Hi, I'm Bob Dorian, and I'll be in Madison Square Garden's great production of The Wizard of Oz, and I do hope you'll come and join me.
AMC and Coldies are giving you the chance to win an all-expense-paid trip to see Mickey Rooney, Eartha Kitt, and Bob Dorian, starring in The Wizard of Oz. You'll experience America's favorite movie, brought musically and magically to life on stage in New York at the theater at Madison Square Garden. This May, we'll fly one lucky winner and their guest on Delta Airlines to New York for a special performance of The Wizard of Oz. We'll pick you up at the airport in style, put you up for a weekend in the Sheraton Russell Hotel, give you $500 spending money and tickets to The Wizard of Oz.
You'll get to meet me, and I hope I get to meet you.
To enter, send your name, address, phone number, and age to the Coldies AMC Wizard of Oz sweepstakes, P.O. Box 7945, Melville, New York 11775.
Good luck, and I'll see you over the rainbow.
The national tour of The Wizard of Oz is proudly sponsored by Coldies.
Well, hello, everyone. I'm Nick Clooney. On the next AMC Behind the Screen, we're taking a look at two of Hollywood's newest releases. Kiefer Sutherland joins us to talk about his latest film, Dark City. And we'll take a look at The Man in the Iron Mask, starring Leonardo DiCaprio. Also, we sit down with Jane Russell as she shares some special behind-the-scenes stories of some of her co-stars, including Bob Hope and Marilyn Monroe. On the next AMC Behind the Screen, Sunday at 7:30 Eastern, only on AMC.
This week on Saturday Classics, while World War II raged on, the American home front searched for a glimmer of hope, and they found it on the big screen. Hollywood's biggest stars appeared as Technicolor heroes and helped a nation find a brave face in the horrors of war. Tyrone Power, Dana Andrews, and Ann Baxter star in Crash Dive, this week at 5:15 Eastern, only on AMC's Saturday Classics.
Louie the Lounge Lizard here, shaking up another one for the martini months of AMC, serving you another American movie classic from the swank era of Hollywood, when convertibles were cool, suits were sharp, cocktails cold.
What's on this Saturday night?
It's a summer place and it's hot, baby, when Troy Donahue and Sandra Dee head for a secret rendezvous with love.
Don't miss A Summer Place.
This Saturday at 9 p.m.
Only on AMC.
The martini months of AMC, American movie classics. Get swanked, baby.
Don't miss the next exciting feature at AMC's Drive-In Theater. In the depth of the jungle, an evil lurks. In the heart of nature, an unspeakable terror has been unleashed, and the target is man. Robert Stack comes face to face with Wanna Devil tonight at 12:30 Eastern, only at AMC's Drive-In Theater.
Next on AMC, James Stewart tries to tame a rowdy town without violence in the Western classic Destry Rides Again, featuring Marlene Dietrich. Next on AMC.